Sliding no back now, I'm feeling like Venom. I told her kick it, back him, squeezing a mat, lemons, walk down, boy.
Yo, welcome to a brand new video, man. We got Nick Crowley. He dropped another video. It's called The Darkest Videos, Part 9. Stop wasting no time, but let's get into it.
No safe like Simply Safe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now arriving our Wasco station stop.
The Wasco train.
On the morning of March 22nd, 2024, the Kern County Sheriff's Office was flooded with calls about an incident that had taken place near the Wasco Amtrak station in Wasco, California. The incident involved a pedestrian who was reportedly walking dangerously close to an active train track before being struck by an oncoming locomotive, a situation that authorities knew was likely unsurvivable. Police arrived at the scene shortly after 8 a.m. and were met with the bloody aftermath of the accident, as they found 48-year-old Horacio Ayala Penoza deceased on the tracks, with the force of the impact being so strong that his body was torn apart and scattered all throughout the area. At first, it was believed to have been a clear-cut suicide, but after interviewing some of the witnesses, police learned that the man had never stepped in front of the train, and rather, he had actually been sucked underneath as a result of walking too closely, painting a clearer picture that this was all a tragic accident. But as police were conducting these interviews, one strange detail kept coming up, as apparently, Horacio wasn't the only one on the tracks around the time of the incident, with there allegedly having been one other man standing nearby, a man who took off shortly after Horacio had been killed. And strangely, witnesses believe they saw the man reach down and pick something up before leaving. For the officers on the scene, finding this man became the next obvious order of business, but by this point, he had already found himself a few blocks away, where he was spotted by a group of construction workers. The group watched as the man walked towards them, appearing to hold some sort of large item in one of his hands, the same item that had been taken from the train tracks. And the closer he got, the clearer it became what exactly this thing was. It was a human leg.
The fuck? Recorded by one of the construction workers at the scene.
But that nigga holding that leg?
Yeah.
For some inexplicable reason, when the train had dismembered Horacio, this man had run over and picked up his leg, and he was now waving that leg on the sidewalk of a nearby road, with the construction crew claiming that he had been banging it against the fence as he walked towards them, and at one point had even struck the leg against one of their machines. Upon the realization, a wave of fear washed over the group, as they were unsure what this man had done to get this leg, or what he would do next, though that was something that even the wildest of imaginations could have never predicted.
What? He's eating that.
Yo, what the fuck? Bro, eating it?
As the man looked down at the leg and began eating it, as the workers watched on in horror. Officers arrived on the scene immediately after this, and when they asked the man what he was doing with the leg, he explained that it belonged to him, and that he was taking it to a nearby hospital to have it reattached. But it was obvious to everyone there that this man wasn't missing any of his legs, with the officers having to go as far as to prove it to him by making him roll up the sleeves of his pants and touch both of his legs. His explanation was completely nonsensical, and obviously didn't account for the fact that he was literally eating the leg just minutes before, leading to officers immediately placing him under arrest. His name was Rosendo Tejas, a 27-year-old man who had been experiencing homelessness and had been living on a street near the train tracks, with police determining that he did in fact have nothing to do with the actual death of Horacio. He just so happened to be near the tracks at the time, where he would first witness the accident, and then, for some unknown reason, take Horacio's leg and start eating it.
Like, bro.
It appears as though this was the result of a combination of both drugs and alcohol, as he was found carrying narcotics when he was taken into custody, and he had just been captured by security cameras purchasing alcohol at a nearby liquor store just hours before the incident. But what's so interesting about this footage is just how normal Rosendo seems. In fact, the people working there knew him quite well, as he stopped in almost daily, where he was described as being polite and ordinary, including on the day of that incident. In fact, it said that at first the shop owners didn't believe that Rosendo could have possibly done this, but it seems that whatever substances he had taken that day had changed him. Rosendo Tejas was charged with 2 counts of removal of human remains and 1 count of destroying or concealing evidence, as well as resisting a police officer, and was sentenced to 1 year in prison after pleading no contest, bringing this absurd case to an end. However, his unsettling behavior will forever live on in one of YouTube's darkest videos.
Don't do drugs, guys.
But so you telling me there's drugs out there that make a nigga want to that make a nigga want to eat somebody?
Nah, bro.
There's drugs for everything, nigga.
There's drugs for everything, fuck, bro. That is crazy, bro. Because there's some drugs that people will give you, bro, and you will start doing the most craziest shit that you don't even know that you is doing, nigga. Like, I be hearing, like, people who do drugs be talking about, bro, I use this shit, bro, nigga. Like, I felt like I was in 3D world, nigga. I was in a different, like, psychedelic type of, like, you know what I'm saying, drugs. That it would take them to a whole different dimension. And they start acting the same way, and you're like, what the fuck is going on in your head, nigga? Yeah. Like, bro.
God damn, but eating somebody's leg, bro, like, god damn.
I gotta be some juju drugs, nigga. Possess that nigga.
Fun of Halloween should not.
I ain't no alcohol, nigga.
Yeah, alcohol don't do that to
you. Number 9.
Nah, nigga. No, I'll do some dumb shit to you too.
To the point of you eating feet, nigga.
I don't know about all that noise, but you will black the fuck out.
Safely tucked away in her second-story apartment, 20-year-old Hannah Vivaretti set up her phone to record a video of herself dancing. For her, this was a meditative practice, a way of unwinding after a long, stressful day, and to truly feel at peace. But that day, fate had other plans.
Oh, shit.
Huh? Ain't nothing there.
As Hannah was dancing, something off camera caused her to stop dead in her tracks and yell, "Who are you?" It was a man whom Hannah had never seen before, standing in the doorway of her balcony, which again was on the second floor.
Oh shit!
Meaning that man had climbed up, cracked open the door, and was now standing in her home staring at her, quietly muttering nonsensically with a big grin on his face.
Who are you? Who are you? Please get off.
Hannah stopped the music and again asked, "Who are you?" To which the man responded by saying,
"Please get out."
Your friend?
No, please get out.
Are you sure?
Yes.
But her demeanor and the panic in her voice made it all too clear that this was far from the case.
Who are you? Please get out of my apartment right now.
She started to make her way over to her phone and then towards the front door. All the while, the man kept calmly insisting that they be friends. But Hannah was having none of it.
Please get out of my apartment right now.
That's a good move.
Opening her front door and in the process,
get out! Get out!
Yo,
pointing the camera directly at the intruder, giving us our first and only glimpse of the man as he's standing still in the balcony doorway. And with her front door now open, she yelled at him to get out, loud enough for the neighbors to hear.
Get out!
No,
which finally caused the man to retreat.
Go lock that door, nigga.
As it turns out, Hannah did actually know who this man was, at least vaguely, as he lived in the same apartment complex, but he never actually spoke to her. He would always just stare and smile, making it apparent that he had some sort of sick interest in her. As for why he entered her home that night, it's fairly obvious that his intentions were incredibly sinister, with Hannah recalling that during the entire experience, his hands never left his hoodie pocket, making her wonder if he was holding onto some sort of weapon that he may have been planning to use on her. But thankfully, because of her swift reaction, we'll never truly know what he had planned that night.
That was a good move, man.
Days after the incident,
you better pack your things and move the fuck out.
Angel Moses Rodriguez Gomez and charge him with stalking, second-degree assault, third and fourth-degree burglary, and malicious destruction of property. But surprisingly, shortly after his arrest, they allowed him to walk free on bail. And given that he lived in the same apartment complex as Hannah and clearly knew where she lived, this decision was incredibly controversial, with Hannah herself stating in an interview that, "I just don't think it's fair that he's walking freely right now, and I have to watch my back at every angle."
Right.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the court's decision would not lead to any further escalations in the case, and today Angel no longer lives in the country, but the footage is incredibly chilling nonetheless, and it sent me down a rabbit hole of home invasion videos late the other night. And here on YouTube, I came across countless unsettling examples.
She no longer lives in the country.
One such example comes from Saratov, Russia.
Shit,
it shows a woman moments after being awoken by the sound of knocking.
I like her mentality, bro.
Country.
Nigga,
Fuck this.
Hey man, but when you scared for your life, nigga,
to Africa. Nigga, I'm moving.
Nigga, that's the shit, bro.
This is shit
like that.
Fuck the apartment, fuck the city, fuck the state. Nigga, fuck the country too, nigga. I'm going to do that country.
Nigga, fuck Earth.
I'm going to Mars.
I was like, some niggas is just weird, bro. Hey, I'm your friend. Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my fucking face.
Oh, you're my friend?
Nigga go
get out.
Nigga creep to your window, talk about, hey, I'm your friend. You want to be my friend? No, nigga, get the fuck out. The hell?
Nah, that's crazy, bro. Nah, don't be Anna, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She did exactly what
I got learned from Anna,
did.
bro. Leave the country, nigga.
Leave your house, move countries.
I ain't gonna lie. She went after the camera. My black ass nigga, fuck that.
Nigga, I'm going out the door, nigga. I'm running.
I'm out.
I'm getting my camera, man.
Now that was a good move.
Inflation is a motherfucker.
Consider inflation.
One such example comes from Saratov, Russia, and shows a woman moments after being awoken by the sound of knocking as she lay in bed in her apartment. It was around 4:30 a.m., which was already unusual enough, but things became downright horrifying for her when she realized that the knocking wasn't coming from the door. It was coming from the window.
Oh, fuck. Bro, that would scare the fuck out of me.
Outside of her window was a man, banging his head against the glass over and over again. And equally as disturbing, this woman's unit wasn't on the first floor.
I don't know why.
She was 2 stories up, and she didn't have a balcony. Across the street, a neighbor filmed the incident as it happened, showing us that the man was standing on one of the building's gas pipes while he continued to strike the window. Eventually, these hits grew so forceful that the glass started to break, and his head began bleeding profusely, finally leading to the man stopping, but not in the pursuit of entering the home.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
What the fuck is he doing?
This is why you need weapons.
Yeah, just show. You don't even gotta do nothing. Just show that nigga the Glock. He'll get off.
That's why you need self-defense.
As he instead climbed to a different window where he attempted to peel it open with his fingers.
Are they speaking a different language?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I know I've seen videos like this that's like in Russia, niggas really be out of their mind like this, bro. They be drunk, like, bro. You know how there's this saying that is like Russians literally drink alcohol for breakfast. Like, they get drunk like crazy, and then they out of their mind and start doing shit. I seen a video where a guy literally did something like this, climb up the window early in the morning. I don't know if it's the same window. I don't know if it's the same. Yeah, and he was banging his head on the window till that shit cracked, broke open. Nigga, like he had blood all over his hand because he was like holding the glass, like trying to, like, I'm like, bro, and he was standing up high too, just like this.
Nah, they gotta be.
You rarely hear about shit like this happening in America. If it happens, the nigga died. If it happened in America, he died.
Yeah,
he probably died. He didn't get away with it. If this happened in America, it's like a 10% chance he made it out alive.
It might be
a 10%. Like, one of them niggas are done. The intruders are done. He intruded in are done.
Yeah.
Like, one of them is dead. And that's the sad reality of the shit.
Yeah,
but yeah, America,
boomed,
somebody died. Like,
somebody got boomed.
Somebody definitely laced this nigga a drink or something. This ain't normal, nigga.
As he instead climbed to a different window where he attempted to peel it open with his fingers. But by this point, police had already arrived on the scene, and eventually the man would be forced down and placed under arrest. When looking for an explanation as to why this man was doing this, it appears that he was under the influence of bath salts during the ordeal. But aside from this, I couldn't find any other information about the man's identity or whatever became of him. But I was able to find that this clip doesn't tell the entire story, as the woman behind the camera actually spoke to a local reporter and provided additional context to the ordeal, which only made the story more terrifying. At first, he knocked with his hands. Then he began to peck at me at the window with his head for an hour and a half without stopping. After that, he started pounding my knee with the whole yard. He was foaming at the mouth. His whole face was covered in blood, and he shouted that he wanted to talk to me, and he needed me. With the most terrifying part of the statement being that she had no idea who this man was.
So how the fuck you know her
name? How he could have
name?
even known her name. The idea of both of these intruder videos featuring people whom the victims had never even spoken to makes them especially unsettling, as it shows that you really never know who's watching and who might be obsessing over you.
That's a good example.
But incidents like this can be equally as chilling when the intruder is someone that you do know.
Oh shit.
Mohammed Amana was a 26-year-old man living in Orafur, Sweden, and had been dating a woman named Maria. But after several run-ins with the law, Mohammed's lifestyle just became too much for her, and she eventually decided to end the relationship. This caused Mohammed to become enraged, an emotion that was only further heightened when he discovered that she was staying with a male friend of theirs. And on the 25th of May, he would show up at his doorstep and ask to speak to Maria. Inside, the male friend and Maria both refused to let him in and told him to leave, and for a moment he did, though only temporarily, as he would return minutes later, this time armed with a ladder. And noticing what he was trying to do, the homeowner began recording on his cell phone.
En stege. Okay.
Yo, this nigga bugging, man. Somebody.
This nigga
The man
not
behind
know
the
I
camera
could
asks,
just.
"What are you doing? Are you going
that ladder,
to
bro?
To which Mohammed said no, he just wanted to speak to Maria.
Them niggas be crazy, bro. Them niggas don't be knowing what the fuck they doing. Man, get
As he
off
said
that
this, his
damn
demeanor
wall.
was unsettlingly calm as
Is
he
it?
continues making his way up the ladder.
Mohammed.
Hey, Mohammed, back up, bro. Hey, Mohammed, bro.
Mohammed.
Hey,
Mohammed.
With his demeanor being so calm
Mohammed.
that the cameraman couldn't tell if Mohammed was a threat or not, though it
man.
wouldn't take long for him to get his answer.
Oh shit.
Kommer inte in I mitt hem. Därför hon högg mig med en kniv.
What did he hit him with?
Med en kniv.
In an instant, Mohammed struck the cameraman, causing him to retreat into his room, closing the sliding glass door just in time.
This nigga had high ground and he ran.
Nigga, well, I would've
You had the
dropped
high
it.
ground.
I would have.
Are you stupid? Nigga, this
Bruh.
nigga ran back in the house from getting a jab. I would have been off the nigga. What the fuck you doing? You know what I mean?
But people be scared, bro.
I don't give a damn.
Cause but
You
people
had
don't.
high ground. Why would you give up
People
your
need to
high
start
ground?
having survival instinct.
But cause you, bro,
Bro,
this
he has
nigga,
a
I ain't gonna
ladder.
lie.
He's standing on a ladder.
Nigga have a lot. If you don't grab, nigga,
fucking fingers.
you know what I tell you? Look, if you don't,
Nah, I don't know, because the angle is hard to. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Fuck that, nigga. I'm sliding that goddamn ladder across that.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Cause I'm pretty sure this nigga know he pushed that nigga off. It's over for his ass.
So
I
he
think
got
niggas just be
he
too
got it
scared
on
to-
video.
be
He got
scared
it
to
on
hurt
video.
niggas. No,
He
but
got
that's
it
the
on
bro.
video. Him getting hit.
Hey,
That's
but I
the
don't know.
thing, bro.
These some other countries, man. You don't know how that shit work.
Man, I don't give a
Yeah,
damn if
love
you
it.
hit me. I'm defending myself.
The U.S. nigga? Oh yeah, all right. Push that nigga off, nigga. Thank God,
It
nigga.
struck the cameraman, causing
I
him
thought
to
he
retreat into
stabbed
his
him or
room,
something, bro.
closing the sliding glass door just in time for Mohammed to step on the balcony and brandish a large
Ooh, he
kitchen
did
knife.
have a knife. Oh yeah.
Köttkniv. Såg ni det?
Is the door closed?
Du, han krossar glaset med en sten.
Yo. No.
Still dazed by the attack, the man holding the camera retreated even further into the house, while Maria had already run into the bathroom and locked the door behind her, a door that Mohammed would quickly rush over to.
Mohammed,
Wait, so is Maria this nigga's wife?
släpp in mig på dassen. Han kommer in. Han kommer in, Maria. Mohammed, hugg du. Mohammed. Mohammed, du hugg.
Oh, he's not even doing nothing.
And desperately tried to open, even trying to use his knife to turn the lock, as that lock was the only thing standing in the way of what he was there to do. What exactly that was is unknown, as police would manage to arrive on the scene within minutes of this footage being taken, where they would arrest Mohammed before he was able to get to Maria. But it's clear based on the fact that he had a weapon on him and his desperate attempt to breach the house
let this
that he
nigga
didn't
get
just
to
want to
the
have a
door?
conversation. In the end, the man filming was left with only minor cuts, and Mohammed was sentenced to 2 years in prison as well as a 10-year ban from the country of Sweden, leaving us with
Sweden.
3 haunting videos of
10-year
3
ban.
disturbed intruders whose
That
true
ban that
intentions
nigga
will
from the
thankfully
country.
never be known.
Hell
Ban you
yeah.
from
What
your-
the hell yeah.
It's the spookiest time of the year.
Is he from there, nigga?
I don't think he. I don't know.
He
Even if
probably-
he,
I don't
nah,
think
you could
he-
be exiled. I feel like there's countries that exile you, nigga.
What the fuck they gonna send his ass to?
Oh no! Whoever take him, he got to go get a citizenship somewhere else. That nigga gonna be homeless for real. That nigga is countryless,
That's
bro. That nigga, he not homeless. That nigga
Nigga,
countryless.
how you become countryless, nigga?
Yo, that's some crazy shit. No, that's bad. Nigga,
Yeah, I
that's
ain't gonna
worse
lie.
than me.
Yeah, that's bad luck, bro.
You don't got a country that claim you, nigga. What country you from? Nowhere. Where you from?
You can't even be in the desert, nigga.
Unavailable.
Horror
I'm
movies and dark
I'm
YouTube
earthbound
videos
now.
reaches its peak But while fun in the moment, the true terror of consuming this content often occurs long after the credits roll, when you close your eyes to go to sleep, only to feel the sickening feeling of paranoia, every creak in your home sending a jolt of panic throughout your body, making you wonder if someone or something is inside your house. I was just like you guys. Consuming creepy content is my livelihood, and as a result, I've spent countless sleepless nights feeling uneasy within my own home, never quite feeling safe and secure, always wondering if something was lurking around me, until I realized that the reason I didn't feel secure was because I wasn't.
Is that
the only thing
him?
standing between me and the outside world was a simple lock.
That nigga filmed
And I
that
knew it was
shit on
time
a
for a change.
Yo, that's
With that change
some
finally
harsh.
coming when I partnered with this video sponsor, SimpliSafe.
Got
SimpliSafe
our
is a home
dumbass.
security system that you can
He
control
got
right
our
through your
shit.
phone. The SimpliSafe app
Yeah, I
allows you
knew
to
it was
arm
a
and
problem.
disarm the system,
got
as well as
our
view your live
dumbass.
camera feeds anytime in any place. When I'm panicking in bed, I can just check the footage and be reassured that no one else is around.
That nigga really
And when I'm
recorded
away,
that shit
I can
off a
check to make sure
camcorder.
my belongings
Yo,
and,
he
way more
actually picked
importantly,
the
my
perfect
dog are
sponsor
safe.
for what
But
he does.
SimpliSafe isn't
Yeah.
just your
I
run-of-the-mill
was just
security
about to
system.
say that.
They utilize something called Active Guard Outdoor Protection, which uses AI technology to identify threats outside of your home. So if someone is in the area acting suspiciously, it will send an alert to a monitoring agent, who can then trigger the alarms, send out an urgent police dispatch, or even talk to the persons or persons in real time. And all this is happening before a break-in even occurs. Whereas with old school systems, by the time the alarm goes off, your home has already been breached. It's peace of mind in the place where we should all feel.
Hold on, that shit has an AI that detects fucking threats,
That's
nigga.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, they said it sends it to them, and then those niggas do something. So they could probably look at the footage and they're like, "Oh, this is nothing."
No, bro. Oh, it sends like the signal
like
to
the
like
police.
Yeah,
and then
to, like,
they
and
look
then-
into it and see if it's
or the company
threatening.
people. Yeah, oh, that's crazy though. But this AI shit is crazy.
time, and all this is happening before a break-in even occurs. Whereas with old school systems, by the time the alarm goes off, your home has already been breached. It's peace of mind in the place where we should all feel most at peace, which
This
means
nigga
the terror
chose
can
the
end when the
perfect
credits
sponsor.
roll.
Yeah.
And if you want to feel that same peace of mind,
So
you
the
can save
perfect video
50% off
is
your
do
very
the
own
sponsor.
SimpliSafe security system.
Bro, this
by
is
signing up
not
for
a
their
filter,
professional
bro. I
monitoring
think he
plan.
filmed this
Visit
shit actually off a
simplisafe.com/Nick
camcorder.
Crowley to customize yours. And there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
I think that's his brand, bro.
Yeah,
That's his style.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I don't look like a filter.
No, it gotta be an edit.
Nah, that definitely has got to
Alright,
be.
hey folks, this is
No,
Noah.
that's a
Getting my
real
vlog
old
live.
camera.
Yeah, that's got to be a
Trucks and trucks and lots of trucks.
This is the very first footage that Noah Harpum would post to YouTube. After years of having a channel, Noah finally decided to give uploading a try, posting this inaugural video to a self-titled channel on October 29th, 2015, titling it 102915 Video Blog Number 1, and introducing himself to the platform with a simple "Hello World" in the description.
No, but I did want to dissect just the beginning of
Scared now.
a
That
sermon
video
given
got
by
77K.
Pastor Bill, a guy that my dad has been following, taking ideas from for 10 years at least. He and his family, 2 kids.
In the video, Harpum paces throughout his home and discusses a priest named Pastor Bill, whom he believed was influencing his father and his family, and clearly not in a good way.
I've been ignorant of it for a long time, so I wanted to look at it, and I challenged him just to look at 15 minutes of this sermon.
Though he gives no context as to who this pastor is,
I don't
only
like the
mentioning
look
that he
in
had
his
been
eye.
ignorant of the situation for a while, and that this video was his response after trying to expose the truth to his father.
Been waiting, and I haven't heard anything. So I was going to just post my reply, and I guess that's how I'll start my blog.
Again, what this truth is unclear, as the lack of information makes this
I don't
video
like
a confusing watch, and ultimately it tells us very little about who Noah was, let alone the other people he was discussing. But he did end the clip by making it clear that this was only the beginning of what would be a reoccurring blog series that would showcase just him, his thoughts, and his camera.
The blog is just going to be me with a video camera, and that'll be it. We'll see what happens.
But before those uploads would come, Noah had pinned a website in his description that directed users to a blog post written by him that same day, titled, "Is My Dad in a Cult? Even worse, is it satanic?" Throughout the writing, Harpum loosely provides additional context for his video, as he breaks down a sermon given by Pastor Bill, who is shown to be Bill Johnson, a well-known preacher from the Bethel Church in Redding, California, who had garnered a large following online. And despite the sermon being over an hour long, Harpum goes through it point by point, critiquing everything that he said. And the more he typed, the more angry he got. And the more angry he got, the more nonsensical his words became. I'm attempting to present a case that shows the leader of this prestigious institution, along with a select group of rulers, are using mind control techniques to poison and confuse legions of useful idiots that slave away to keep the institution humming along, and that this man, Pastor Bill Johnson, and his ruling caste are using mind control to keep people imbalanced and ignorant, in a state of perpetual waiting for the material world to be defied, while they themselves are profiting immensely in this material world. The blog gives us a peek behind the curtain of the man shown in this video, a man who seems to be clearly mentally unwell, paranoid, and very angry, with the post making it clear that the purpose of Noah's content was to bring this pastor down, and video blog number 1 was supposed to be just the start. However, there would never be a video blog number 2, as just 2 days after posting this video, Noah's life would take a drastic turn.
Oh shit.
Colorado Springs 911, what's the exact location of your emergency?
It's at...
Repeat that one more time for me and make sure I have it correct.
Well, it's across the street from me. I'm calling from my address.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Well, there's a guy walking around with like 2 cans of gasoline or something, 2 small cans, and a big, like a rifle. It's black, and it had a strap around it. He's walking up to doors and stuff.
At 8:35 a.m. on Halloween morning, a woman named Naomi Bettis called 911 after witnessing a suspicious man walking around her neighborhood in Colorado Springs, as she watched him carrying several cans of gas, as well as an AR-15 that was hung over his shoulder. She didn't know it at the time, but this man was her neighbor, Noah Harpham.
And then I seen that he walked into the building, and the glass window at that business is broke.
And that's a business? What's the name of the business?
I have no idea, but I just know I don't know if it's a fake gun, BB gun, but it looks pretty scary.
As the call progresses, Naomi explains that she had watched him enter a nearby business, where one of the windows appeared to have been broken. She wasn't sure if anything illegal had happened at this point, but she was convinced that Noah was up to something sinister, which based on what he had in his possession seemed to be the only logical conclusion. However, this concern wasn't felt by everyone.
Okay. And you said it looked like a long gun, correct? Like a rifle?
Yes.
Well, it is an open carry state, so he can have a weapon with him or walking around with it, but of course having those gas cans, it does seem pretty suspicious, so we're going to keep the call going for that.
Okay,
no shit, hurry up, nigga.
That business downstairs, so.
Right, and you said he's now upstairs, correct?
Yes.
And are you or anyone else in immediate danger?
No.
Okay.
As the operator seemingly pushed aside the incident, stating that she was only keeping the call going because the gas cans could be
That's what that mean right there. Oh, you're not in danger? All right, we're going to take our sweet ass time. They're going to be there about 5-10 minutes when they're really supposed to get there in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Somebody say, yeah, you're not in danger. All right. It's all right.
Yeah, I'm in danger.
You hurt?
You hurt? No. All right. Is your EEG coming after you?
Are you employed? Are you broke?
Nigga.
I said, I feel unsafe, nigga.
Are you fighting inflation? Are you about to lose your house? Are you a YouTuber? I'm familiar with your voice.
Brushed aside the incident, stating that she was only keeping the call going because the gas cans could be suspicious. However, even with that, the report still wasn't taken seriously, as the dispatcher hung up on her shortly after, before dispatching one single officer to the scene, an officer that never even made it there, as just moments later he was called off and sent to what was deemed to be a more pressing scene at the local senior center.
Nigga.
Naomi's concerns were completely ignored, but despite this, she continued to watch out her window, waiting to see what Noah would do next.
What the fuck is one of
4 minutes after her call with police.
Bo, okay, yes, it's an open carry state, but nigga, y'all is not concerned about a nigga holding a fucking AR and 2 fucking gasoline in his fucking
hand? And a window that's been broken into?
Blood, like what?
Hello?
That's
what
not
going on here. Like that's 3 different things: window, gas, window that's been broken, gas, and a weapon. And he's walking up to niggas' houses. Like, are you fucking stupid, dispatcher? How about we dispatch your ass out of a job, buddy?
But that's scary, bro. Imagine you need help from the cops and you call them and they didn't even show up.
That is some bullshit.
I'm telling you, it's because the lady was like, I'm not in danger.
Well, this is what you pay your taxes on, people.
They're probably like,
just what do you say, Chicago?
I don't remember. I think so.
Out her window, waiting to see what Noah would do next. 4 minutes after her call with police ended, and 10 minutes after first reporting Noah's behavior, Naomi would dial 911 once again. Only this time, her demeanor was far different.
Oh no, don't tell me.
I just called a few minutes ago and the guy came back out and he fired a gun at somebody and he's laying on the street dead.
What?
Oh my God. You sent an ambulance too.
Naomi's worst fears had come true, as she frantically told dispatch that the man carrying the gun had just shot and killed someone outside of her home.
Oh my God.
Okay, calm down, okay?
Shut up. Don't tell me
putting that into the call.
She probably feels like shit for doing
Is
it.
anyone in immediate danger?
I doubt it.
No, that I can see or see. No.
In
Bro,
response,
somebody just
the operator
died.
bizarrely asks if anyone else is in danger, but Naomi, likely in a state of shock, answers no, before immediately realizing that Noah was heading in the direction of Platt Avenue, which was known to be a busier neighborhood.
Maybe on Platt Avenue there might be people in danger.
Naomi, I need the suspect's description. Do you know his
How
name?
did she know he was going to
No,
Platt
I don't.
Avenue?
Okay, is he white, black, Hispanic,
He's
Asian?
white, and he's got long curly hair coming out of his cap.
She desperately tried to relay that more people were likely in harm's way, only to be immediately proven right just seconds later.
I think, yeah, there's people outside that might be in danger up on Platt.
Okay.
Oh, I just heard another gun fire. Oh my God.
When she hears more gunshots, prompting the operator to once again ask,
Yeah, they need to call an ambulance or something right away.
Okay. Is anyone in immediate danger?
Oh, up on Platt maybe.
All right, I am sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
Bro, that shit finna piss me off.
It was only then that the operator would tell Naomi that police and medical personnel were finally being dispatched to the scene, but by this point, it was far too late. In the moments after Naomi had made her first 911 call,
Is
Noah
anyone in
Hartman would
immediate
first
danger?
attempt to light his
Pow!
house
Is
on
anyone
fire
in immediate
using
danger?
2 cans of gasoline, though this, however, failed and caused him to quickly shift his focus. Noah instead stepped outside and brandished his rifle, immediately pointing it directly at Andrew Mayers, who had been riding his bike in the neighborhood, and after seeing the gun, the man stopped and begged him not to shoot, to which Noah responded by pulling the trigger multiple times, killing him instantly, with Andrew Myers being the man that Naomi had seen laying dead on the street. From there, Noah began walking up the street where he would eventually see 2 women sitting on the porch of a sobriety center, where local women went to get help with their drug and alcohol addictions, and upon noticing them, he immediately started shooting, striking and killing both Christina Galella and Jennifer Vasquez. Noah walked for over a mile after this before the police finally caught up with him.
So
When they
he's
called out for him
walking
to stop
and shooting.
walking,
This
Noah
nigga
turned
walked a
and
mile.
immediately opened fire,
He's been walking
leading
for
to a
22
massive
minutes,
shootout.
at least 20 minutes.
Wait, what did you say?
He said he just
Fire,
started shooting.
leading to a and when they called out for him to stop walking, Noah turned and immediately opened fire, leading to a massive shootout.
God damn. This nigga said, nah, fuck this. This nigga
When
said,
the smoke
fuck
cleared,
this.
the only one struck had been Noah, who was lying dead on the pavement, marking the end of his killing spree. The investigation that followed revealed that Noah had never even met any of the 3 people he killed that day. They were all total strangers, leaving the question, why had he done it? Well, even today, there's still no clear motive, with this appearing to be a completely random and senseless act. But looking at his final and only posts online, Noah was clearly very angry and seemed to be mentally unwell, which was corroborated by testimony from his parents, as they later claimed that he had anger issues and suffered from drug addiction and bipolar disorder. But what's so unusual about this to me was that this video was published just 2 days before the killings, and it was clearly not meant to be a one-off post. It was something that he seemed genuinely excited to continue, yet not even 48 hours later, he resorted to this. What happened in that time frame may never be known, but the effects of it will last forever. And I can't help but wonder how differently this all could have gone if that initial 911 operator had just taken Naomi's report seriously. Noah's spree didn't start for a full 10 minutes after she started the call, which would have been more than enough time for police to intervene. But instead, Noah was given all the time he needed to end 3 innocent lives.
And then on top of that, he walked a mile. Nigga, on average, you take at least 15 minutes to get a mile in. But if you walk it, it's anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So it took 15 to 20 minutes for the niggas to respond.
It wasn't an attraction for the...
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Not gonna lie.
Get to the chop up. What the fuck?
It wasn't an attraction for the faint of heart. Standing over 1,300 feet above the ground, the Deogar Ropeway was built to take tourists up and down the Trikut Mountain in Jharkhand, India.
Don't do this to
It was
me.
the tallest cableway in the entire country, offering an unparalleled view of Deogar and the picturesque landscape around it. Because of this, videos have long since been posted on YouTube showing just how dramatic of a ride this truly is, with one such video being recorded on April 10th, 2022.
Do these videos actually be looking this cool, or is it just like it's gotta be? It's gotta be.
One and her family had been filming their adventure to the Tripod Mountain, and we're now filming a first-person view of the descent back down.
It might be a filter.
Hold on. Oh shit!
Stop.
It wasn't the kind of place for anyone with a fear of heights, and the loud sounds of the car passing the support towers only added to the anxiety of the trip. But the group filming this all remained relatively calm, quietly conversing to themselves, seemingly unfazed by the spectacular height.
Tripping.
Even enjoying it. A feeling that wouldn't last.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Something dropped. I think something dropped. Is it swerving?
Without any warning, the car was met with a massive force, sending the occupants and the camera to the floor, causing the footage to go dark. In that moment, one of the ropeway's axles had dislodged, causing a failure on the pulley system, which resulted in 2 carts crashing into each other, and the rest coming to a sudden and violent halt. The impact was brutal, but somewhat surprisingly, the footage continued. Showing just enough to reveal that the ropeway and the cabin these people were in were both still intact, before the recording came to an end. This group had survived the impact, but the nightmare was far from over. News of the collision quickly spread throughout the region, leading to the scene being flooded with rescuers and news crews alike, with everyone trying to figure out what exactly was happening, and the initial prognosis was grim. In the impact, 1 man in a separate car had been killed, and many others were left injured. And making matters worse, due to the broken axle, the ropeway was now no longer operational, meaning that the 70+ people spread throughout the various cars were now stuck, some of whom were still suspended over 1,000 feet in the air. It was going to be an incredibly difficult rescue operation, just given the height of the ropeway alone. And ultimately, it was determined that the Indian Air Force would utilize their special top-of-the-line helicopters to fly over the cars and lower down ropes with harnesses attached to them for survivors, who then would strap themselves in and be hoisted up to the helicopter above using an electronic winch. It took hours for them to even make their first attempt, before finally trying their approach on a middle-aged man, who slid on his rescue strap and was then slowly pulled up towards safety.
Bro, that's crazy. I don't like that, bro.
The footage of this is horrifying. These
like
people were already over 1,000 feet in the air when their cars got stuck, and now they were being lifted even higher, tethered only by a single rope and a safety harness. Worst of all, it was a particularly windy day, which was made worse by the swirling of the helicopter blades, a combination that caused the man to start swinging wildly from side to side as he hung onto the rope for dear life.
Oh God. What's going on? Oh! What's going on?
They just hanging there.
It was a grueling journey up, but finally the man reached the aircraft. And with safety just a few feet away, he instinctively reached his arms above his head in an attempt to grab onto the helicopter. A decision that would have disastrous effects.
What the fuck you mean?
What happened?
As he did so, his harness slid upwards and was pulled over his shoulders, and then over his arms, before eventually landing in his hands, meaning the only thing left holding him up was his own grip, as he clung to the now useless harness.
Trying to go upside down?
For a full minute he dangled there, just inches away from rescue. Meanwhile, the rescue crew searched the craft for something they could use to safely hoist him in, but before they got the chance...
You did not fall over.
The man slipped out of his harness, momentarily catching himself on the side of the helicopter itself, but by this point, his strength was gone, and seconds later, his grip would fail for good. causing him to plummet approximately 2,000 feet to the ground below, killing him instantly.
Oh my God, bro.
For those waiting to be rescued, the sight was especially horrific, as they watched the man who they thought had made it to safety fall to the ground right in front of them. The fear they must have felt knowing that soon it would be their turn is unimaginable. After this, the rescue crews began making tweaks to their operation, which started to lead to a few attempts going off without a hitch. But the entire process was incredibly slow, as a full 24 hours would pass before 60-year-old Shubha Devi would finally get her chance to be removed from the car. And as she started her ascent up to the helicopter, the wind also caused her to start swinging wildly.
No way!
So wildly, in fact, that the winch used to lift her suddenly stopped working, leaving her hanging there, only moving side to side rather than up towards safety. As she hung there, rescuers on the helicopter frantically tried to figure out what the problem with the winch was. But before they could ever get their answer, the rope suddenly snapped, causing her to free fall to the ground below. It came without any sort of warning, and from what I could find online, there isn't a definitive answer as to how this happened. But either way, it resulted in Shubha's tragic death. It took a total of 48 hours for the last of the survivors to be rescued and finally brought to safety, an unimaginable amount of time in an unimaginable position, with survivors having to watch two people fall to their deaths before them, unsure if they too were going to meet the same fate. Since its release, the footage has sparked some debate online, as the media actually hailed this as an impressive and even successful rescue operation for the Indian Air Force, while others have hit back on this, as both incidents seem to have been entirely preventable, with more people dying from the rescue than the accident
This is so unprofessional,
itself.
bro.
Though ultimately, there were no repercussions for the rescue crew, with the only punishments being dished out to the operating company DRIL, which was accused of not properly maintaining the ropeway and not following proper safety protocols. It was even alleged that when the initial crash happened, the people operating the ropeway at the time actually fled the scene and never even called authorities. But I'm not sure if this was ever actually proven.
Nah, them rescuers should have got
DRIL was fined over $1 million and has since been blacklisted from operating ropeways for 5 years, while the families of the deceased were given around $33,000 in compensation.
Bro!
Currently,
$33,000?
Though at this point, no official date has been given for the reopening.
Bro, what am I watching, bro?
Bro, $33,000.
I mean, I understand, but yeah, y'all did save a lot of people, but it's like, bro.
No, nigga, they should have got in trouble, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
2 literally died at their hands, nigga. 2.
And they gave them niggas 33,000. I mean, I don't know if that's a lot of. That's probably a lot of money over there. Cause it's India.
Nigga, what if it's a slap to the fucking face? I know we fucked up in saving your dad, but here's $33,000 to make up for it.
Crazy, bro.
Like, bro, what the fuck? That's a slap in the face.
Bro, just imagine the fear, bro. First of all, you're already stuck in the air.
Yeah, I would have died. I would have died.
Bro. Yeah, I probably would have had a panic attack or something. I've never experienced that shit, but that's probably gonna be my first time ever going through some shit like that, bro.
Bro, that shit, nah, bro. Because I did the same type of like shit when I went to Turkey, bro.
That shit just made me not even want to do it.
Yeah, bro, watching that shit, bro. Because I had to go up on the mountain too. Like same thing, bro. You can see like how far it is down, bro. Like I got on the same type of shit. My shit was like red, bro, and it was huge. Like the cargo thing, bro. It's literally like, y'all know how big my room is, right? Yeah. Like it's literally that size. It's that big. Like it can carry like up to like, it can fit up to like 15 people.
Damn,
nigga, bro, that shit is scary. Just watching that happen, I'm looking back and I'm like, God, thank you. You brought me home safe. That is scary, bro.
Nigga, if they put out quote unquote India's best shit, and that shit still wasn't good enough. How your best shit still not good enough, nigga?
How was it they able to pull that nigga up, man?
Hey, man. Anyway, that would be it for this video, man. Let us know y'all thoughts down below, man.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Stay safe. And we out, man.